Beth, this was a big moment.
I think this was the moment where we saw the real Labour government and compare and contrast a Labour government that was painfully cautious in the run-up to this election, talking about really quite menial tax rises and spending commitments compared with today, and a government in victory that is bold and confident about the decisions they are making. And to put it into context, this budget, in terms of tax and spend, is £74 billion in spending by the end of this Parliament, £41 billion in tax rises. I have done a number of budgets, and this scorecard, in terms, I have never seen anything like it, and I've done this for 15 years. It's the biggest budget I have ever covered. It is incredibly definitive in terms of a kind of very Labour budget of big tax and big spend. But I think the issue here is, while Rachel Reeves talked there about choices, Rishi Sunak gave the counter-argument, which I think will now be chewed over ferociously, actually, which is this was not laid out in the manifesto. This is not what the Labour government implied. When I asked the Prime Minister at our leaders' debate in Grimsby, are there any tax rises beyond this? He said there are no plans to raise taxes, and now look where they are. And it's a massive tax on business, £25 billion on businesses in terms of increases and changes to employers' national insurance. There's £5 billion on wealthier people in terms of changes to inheritance tax and capital gains tax. So these are massive tax rises that were not signposted in the budget, in the manifesto. And the Labour government will try and pin the blame on the Conservative Party, but this is so enormous. You can't help but come out of this budget and think this was a Labour government that had a different agenda in the run-up to the election that it didn't level with the British people about. And I think that that is going to be the conversation in the coming days.
Yes.